Hey guys, we are going to build a dynamic testimonial system. So let me show you how this is going to look like. In our WordPress backend, we will have this new post type, a custom post type called testimonials. And here we will have like a database of testimonials. And each of these would be editable. You have the name of the person, their sentence, whatever they're saying about us, about a product, about a website, about the service, their photo, company name, position, website, and a rating between 1 and 5. And what this does is it allows us to pull these individual testimonials to the front end of our site. Here we have a landing page for a pink drone, and I want to show testimonials related to drones, but not to other products. So instead of going in the website editor and blocks and adding my testimonials manually, hard coding them, I can basically pull them in from this database by different categories that we can add to this. So these categories allow us to pull in only testimonials on drones on this website. It has a big benefit. It's much easier to maintain. I can delete it quickly, I can find it quickly. So if this testimonial from Jenny shows up on 15 different pages on my website, I don't have to go everywhere and make a change. Or if Jenny calls me and says we need to delete this testimonial, I don't want to be on your website anymore, I can just come here, trash it, and it's gone all over the website. So this is very, very efficient. There will be 3 steps in achieving this. Step number 1, build our own custom post type for testimonials. Step number 2, add some dummy testimonials. We need content so we can test this. Maybe 5-6 testimonials. And step number 3, go to the front end, to our landing page, and use the blocks, Toolset blocks editor, and build this layout the way we want to see this. So it's very easy. Let's get right to it. What we need first is make sure that we have the Toolset blocks plugin and the Toolset types plugin installed. This is very important. They need to be updated, licensed, and then we can get going. So the first step would be to create our new custom post type. You can go to Toolset Dashboard and then click here and add new post type, and then we call this testimonials. The plural is testimonials. Singular. Slug will be set automatically. Use block as editor and then change the icon to the testimonial icon. That's it. Later we're going to use a category, but not this one. We're going to use our own taxonomy. You can set a position where in the menu you want a new custom post type to appear, and it's going to be here below the comments. I think that's a good place to put it, but you can move it around with this menu. It's very neat to have that. Okay, that's it. Very easy. Next is going to be creating fields. So I already have it here. If I can, you want to look and add a new testimonial, there's no fields really. There's just a title and the text block. So here we're going to put the name of the person and then their testimonial, their text, but I need more fields. So let's go to Toolset Dashboard and add custom fields. And here you have these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think 20 different field types that you can use. And the first one is going to be the image, author's image. So just call this author's image, image type, and do you want to make it required? I guess you can make it required. And then that's it. Add new field. Let's go to the next one. Will be the author's position. This will be a single line text field. Let's just use it like this without apostrophe. And here too. Just for simplicity's sake. Author image. Okay. After that, we need the company name. The website is going to be a URL field. This will give some legitimacy to the person if they have a website or even an email address or a social profile link to their Facebook. That will be very good for your testimonial. It will really give more validity to the testimonial on your website. And then let's do the rating as a number field. And that's it. Let's save this group. And here the name is field group for testimonials. I can just rename that like this. So this is important here to notice that this group of fields, of custom fields, testimonials, includes all of these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fields. Let me check. 2, 4, 5, didn't forget one. This will appear on the testimonials post type. You can select which post types should have those custom fields. We only want them to appear on testimonials, so this is good. Okay, now let's go back. To add a new testimonial, you just go to Testimonials, Add New, and you enter the name of the person. You enter the text, select an image, and give it a position. And he's giving a rating of 4 stars, and then you publish. This is it. We now have 9 demo testimonials in the system. And if you're wondering why my screen looks different than yours, I'm using a free plugin called Admin Columns, and this actually works in the free version with Toolset, where you can change all those columns in the back end of WordPress on this post type, and you can set these different important columns, the data you want to see, the photo, name, content, rating, or anything else. So this is a really handy plugin for this. Okay, now let's go to the pages and let's add the front end part, the testimonials, for this landing page. So here in blocks, we will need to add a Toolset view block. And we need to give it a name. We create a new view, we call it testimonials, and create that. In here we can say we don't need pagination. That would be used if you had a lot of testimonials and you want to switch page 1, page 2, page 3. We don't have that, so just select the grid view, and then the post type is testimonials, of course. And then here we can start adding different blocks to this view loop. So our goal is to build this. We have to build one of these layouts in the loop, and Toolset will automatically repeat those for however many testimonials we want to show. So the first thing would be to add the image. So let's add a block image. Okay, do you want to use a dynamic source? So this means, do you want to use, if I click no, it'll be a fixed image and the same image everywhere, but it's not the same image, it's a different image, it's a dynamic image. It's going to go to the database and pick up a different image depending on the person of the testimonial I'm showing. So I have to say yes, it's a dynamic source and it's from the current post, and my source is going to be testimonials and the field will be the image. So Toolset is very smart in that it only shows me the image fields here. Okay, so it just picks one of the testimonials. So for now, that is all we need, and we can make it look a little better. Let's see over here in the settings. Let's make it smaller. In style, I think here, let's do a border radius of 75. So this is still too big. We need to have this one. There we go. Center line this. Okay, so you see that already looks much better. Next, we have to add the text of the testimonial, and we need to remember that this is not a custom field. This is a WordPress standard field. The title and the content are normally standard fields if you leave them enabled, which is our case. So I'm going to go to Toolset and I'm going to pick a single field, and then it's a standard field, not a custom field, from the current post. It's going to be the content, post content. That's it. Below that will be a combined field, which is text, fields, and text. So here I'm a little bit more flexible because I can put multiple fields, multiple custom fields in one block. This is very important. To insert the name, I'm going to click here, add field. I'm going to use the post title. There's also one that is called post title with link. So if you click on the link, it will open that testimonial on a separate page, which we don't need in our case. And just leave it a stored in database, insert shortcode, and then go to the next line. And we can make this bold if we want to. Let me look how we did it here. Yes, bold. And then we had the position, comma, and the company. So next field is going to be the testimonials author position, comma, space, and then the company name. Excellent. Next up is going to be a little styling. Let's make this a little nicer. Here we can style settings, and there's a background color. Let's see if this works. Yes. Some background. Let's add some padding here. I'm using 25 all around and 20 on the top for padding. And then we can add this quotation mark here. Just a regular image from the library. Here's the quote, and we need to make it a little smaller. We can do it left align and make it thumbnail, make it 50. I think 50 is even too much. Let's make it 30 pixels. Yeah, let's try this and let's go to the front end and see how this looks like. Okay, it's not exactly what we were expecting yet. Let's double check. So first of all, I don't want so many of these testimonials. I only want 3. So in order to do that, I can go through the navigator, block navigator, and go to view here. And then I have the content selection. I have the limit and offset. So I have quite a lot of settings where I can say how many, what limits, items to display, 3. And if I want to skip some, I could say skip the first 1 item, and then it's gonna skip the first one in the database. But so here we update this, and now it looks much better. Okay, so the bold is a little challenged here, so let's get it bold. We can always go here and edit this in HTML. Switch to HTML mode. And here make this bold. With using HTML. So that's just a little hack. Or you could use CSS and add a CSS tag as well. Okay, that looks better. Instead of a hard paragraph break here, we're just gonna add a regular 1-line break. That's perfect. If you feel this is too much border here at the bottom, we can always reduce the padding a little bit and just play with it. But I think for now, for the purpose of this demo, this should be okay. Okay, now let's add the rating right here after the image, and there's a special field that Toolset offers, the star rating. You can make this center aligned, and then over here in the sidebar you want dynamic value source. So if I just say 2, it's going to add 2 everywhere. We don't want that. We want to use the number that's coming from our custom field, from the testimonials. So we select dynamic value source, current post, source, and the rating. So it already suggested that field because that's the only number field we have. Okay, 5 stars. Perfect. And you can change a little styling a little bit here. Let's go back here and check that. Okay, excellent. So now let's look at this. So you're selling this pink drone, and the first person is talking about the drone with a 5-star rating. The next guy is also talking about drone. Good, you can leave that. You can see here that this testimonial from Emma Smith is not related to drones. We don't want that testimonial here. We really only want to show testimonials that are related to drones. And right now, we don't have anything that categorizes the testimonials. So we need to add that. Let's just go to the dashboard and add a custom taxonomy. It's better than having a field. It's a taxonomy. This is managed already in WordPress. And let's call it types. So testimonial type. I guess we can just call it testimonial type. And it's going to go to testimonials. Hierarchical is good. Perfect. Okay, good. Now we need to go back to our testimonials and put each of these in the correct category. Let me just do the first one. This guy's a drone. Over here now we have a new category. So really what I should do to do it right is first go to this testimonial type and add the categories from here. Drones. Then we have baseball caps. And we have general. So this is better to do it this way, so it's more organized and I'm not going to have typos and all this. So it's better to have your categories set up first, and then you go in and you assign them to each of these testimonials. So I'll be back in a second after I'm done with this. Let's just finish these last few testimonials together so you see what I'm doing. I just go here because I've added a column for the type. It's much faster to assign these to each one. Just click on the type and save it. So now each testimonial has a testimonial type assigned to it. And now what we need to do is we need to filter this query here to only show those testimonials that are directly categorized as drones testimonials. To do this, we need to go back to our block navigator view, and there's a query filter, add a filter. I want to filter by taxonomy, testimonial types, and then here I could say any of the following drones. Save, update, and then let's look here if something happens. Wow, magic. Okay, so now I have drone testimonials only on my front end. So this was very, very easy, and that's the beauty of having Toolset, because you can just add the different fields and taxonomies and tags to this. So once you understand what you want to do, what you want to achieve, you can really harness the power of Toolset and do beautiful things with it. I hope you like it, and please comment in the video notes if you were successful, and if you have any other ideas how to use this, how to apply this Toolset blocks to other business cases. That would be awesome. Thank you. Bye.